Hello my wolf pack and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Competitive Guide video. So today we're covering Latias. Latias is a really cool Pokemon, really good speed at base 110, really good special defense at 130, really good special attack at base 110 again, pretty good defense at base 90 and a relatively okay HP that combines those defenses together. The downside is the attack, but honestly Latias is a special attacker, not a physical attacker, so I would definitely take that. Now I've got 4 sets for you today. Before we get started, if you could scroll down, click that like button and also subscribe if you haven't done so already. It would really be great and I would really appreciate it. Okay, 4 sets today. The first set we've got is a Life Orb set. Now Life Orb takes 10% of your health every time that you use it, but it does give you... every time that you use an attacking move, but it does give you a 1.3 times boost in your attack. Now you can obviously go for something like Leftovers if you wanted to, or even like a Reducing Berry or Healing Berry. They are definitely options that you could run as an option here. We have got Levitate as our ability. Now it's the only ability of Latias to have Levitate, but it does give you a ground immunity on your team, so it can work really nicely in your favour and can be a really good switch in on things like Excadrill. Unless it's got Mold Breaker, just be cautious of that. So, move-wise, Recover, allowing you to heal yourself up because you probably are going to take some hits with this thing, but being able to heal up is going to be really helpful for you, especially with that Life Orb recall damage. Being able to get rid of that is really good. I've put Stored Power on this thing, so this is more of a long play set idea. So you've got Calm Mind allowing you to set up your special attack and your special defense. Now you can use that maybe 2 or 3 times in combination with the Recover to heal you up, and that will allow for your Stored Power to get more powerful. Stored Power gets 20 base power more powerful every time you have a +1 in a stat. So every time you use Calm Mind, you get an extra +40, and it's base 20 plus 40, that gets to base 60 after 1 Calm Mind, base 100 after 2 Calm Minds, and if you get 3, it's base 140 power, which obviously is going to be really, really powerful and hit really hard, along with your +3 in your special attack, if you've managed to get those off. If not, I think +2 is definitely possible with Latias. You've then got Dragon Pulse, which is a powerful Dragon type attack boosted by Stab, hits a lot of different Pokemon for neutral or super effective damage. The only thing you do have to be concerned about here is Steel types, because they can be a bit of a pain. If you wanted to replace the Dragon Pulse with something like, I think you can learn Flamethrower. Let me just double check. Let me just go down and double check. You can't learn Flamethrower, but you've got access to things like Energy Ball, you've got Ice Beam as an option. You can learn Mystical Fire though, so you've got Mystical Fire as a potential option there instead of the Dragon Pulse if you're more concerned about Steel types. Now this can combine really nicely with if Will-O-Wisp use it in the back, so for example like Rotoms, they learn Will-O-Wisp. Having that as an option to burn the physical Pokemon so you're not taking as much on your defensive side could be really helpful. EV-wise, there are several ways that you can run this. You can run this as max special attack, max speed with a timid nature, so more speed, less attack, and 4 EVs in special defense, so be as fast as possible, hit as hard as possible. You could run this as max HP, max special attack, so with a modest nature at that point, so more special attack, less attack. That will hit again really hard, but you'll be on the somewhat defensive side because you have that max HP, so you have more you're able to live through. You could even go max HP, max defense with a bold nature, so more defense, less attack, and that would allow for you to have the maximum possible defense. You're setting up your special defense so you become very tanky overall, and that would allow for you to be able to live as many hits as possible. So different things there for different scenarios that you may want to go over, or based on what your team is already looking like. So for example, if you've got quite a slow team, you might want to go for the fast Latias, for example. Moving on to the second Latias, I have gone for a Choice Scarf set. So base 110 speed is pretty good, but you do have a lot of Pokemon to outspeed you there. First thing that comes to mind is like Tapu Koko. You've even got like a Lowland Persian, which will outspeed you, and obviously they can both hit you for super effective damage. So having that Choice Scarf allows you to be as fast as possible, giving you 175 extra speed in this scenario, which will take you to like 525 speed, which is really, really big. Again, Levitate, only ability, so not going to go over it again. Move-wise, we've got Dragon Pulse, powerful Dragon-type attack boosted by Stab, hits a lot of different Pokemon. Aura Sphere to hit those Steel-type Pokemon because, as I said, they can be a massive pain and they can be a real block to you. You've got Psyshock, which is a powerful Psychic-type attack, and the good thing about Psyshock is that it goes on the defense rather than the special defense. So let's say a Blissey comes in, for example, or you switching on a Blissey. You can use that Psyshock to go on the defense and hit it really hard when it wouldn't hit very hard on the special defense front, even if you was to use like Aura Sphere. And then I've gone for Trick. Now this can be really helpful for especially really slow Pokemon. You trick the Choice Scarf onto them, and it allows for them to speed up a little bit, but not enough that they're going to be able to do lots of going to be outspeeding a lot of your Pokemon. And it also means that it gets limited to that one attack. Now, in most cases, they're going to be running either Choice Scarf, no, sorry, not Choice Scarf, Choice Band or Choice Specs, or they're going to be running a setup scenario or support scenario. So putting Choice Scarf on that can actually really limit those kind of Pokemon. EV-wise, max special attack, max speed, timid nature, so more speed, less attack, and 4 EVs in special defense. You could go for the max special attack if you wanted to, so the modest nature if you wanted to, but just thinking about your speed, if you go without the plus speed, you could possibly see some Choice Scarf base 100 Pokemon that have got the plus speed investment specifically for the Lati, or specifically for base 110-ish speed Pokemon, so do be cautious of that. Now, it's unlikely to happen, but it's just something you do have to think about when you're planning your teams. Moving on to the third Latias, we have got a more supportive version of Latias because it can actually provide really good support, and as I said, good special defense and good defense. So on here, we've got leftovers allowing us to heal ourselves up as much as possible. We have got Wish. Now, Wish will allow you to heal 50% of your health back on yourself the turn after the next turn, so 2 turns time. And this allows you to be able to switch out into a different Pokemon so they can get that heal onto them, and obviously that can really help them. I put Protect as an option here as well because you go Wish, then Protect, and that definitely gets you your health back, meaning that you can start racking up maybe even toxic damage if you're going for a stall version. Obviously, people won't like you if you're going for stall, but if you go for that, you can. You can run Toxic on this set maybe if you want to go for that, but I would recommend going for Thunder Wave. It slows down the opposing team and allows for you to potentially fully paralyze them, which means you get a potentially free turn of damage or a free Wish turn. So Thunder Wave can work really nicely, especially if you're running a slower team. And then finally, Psychic as a powerful Psychic type attack, boosted by Stab, hits a lot of different Pokemon, and yeah, it's just a really good move. You could go for Dragon Pulse if you want to, but then you don't have the coverage for Fairy types, and Fairy types are very common in the meta. EVs, there are a couple of ways of running this. Most common way would probably be max HP, max speed with a timid nature, so more speed, less attack. That would allow for you to be as fast as possible to be able to get that Wish off and then get out. But you can also run like max HP, max special defense if you wanted to with the calm nature, so more special defense, less attack. Those are just the 2 different options you can probably run with that Latias. And moving on to the final Latias, I have gone for a Choice Specs variant. Now, you could potentially run this as a Dynamax to set up the Max Airstream Air Slashes if you wanted to, and possibly set up the Sun or the Psychic Terrain, but realistically, it isn't the best Dynamax user, and a Choice Specs 1.5 times in 110 special attack, that will take you to like 460, 470-ish, which is a very, very powerful a very high special attack stat, meaning you're going to hit a lot of Pokemon for a lot of damage. So attack-wise, Air Slash, powerful flying type attack, hits a lot of different Pokemon. Psychic, strong stab, Psychic type attack. Mystical Fire to hit those annoying Steel types, and then Dragon Pulse as just a variety move there as well. EVs, max special attack and max speed with a timid nature, so more speed and less attack, and 4 EVs in special defense. Definitely would recommend doing that if you're going for a Choice Specs and not the Choice Scarf in this scenario. Now, obviously, you do get limited to 1 move when you're in a Choice Specs, so do be cautious what you click on. So, for example, if there is a Steel type Pokemon, don't go clicking on Dragon Pulse because that will just come in and then you'll have to switch out. Anyways, that is all for today, so I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Anyways, I'm out of here, so have a good one, and I'll see you soon.